Hey Warriors, this is Seth Kniep'n at Real. Hope you are crushing it out there. Today, I'm going to show you how to understand Amazon seller fees. Do you ever feel overwhelmed with all the different numbers and the different fees that Amazon charges and wonder if there's certain fees you're being charged that you don't know about? Or do you ever feel angry because Amazon's taking so much out of your profits for all the fees you have to pay them? Well, today I'm going to show you exactly how to understand all of those fees. I'm going to break it down for you. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you 3 fees that most people don't talk about. They're kind of hidden. Most people don't hear about it that you need to be aware of so that you know exactly how much you're spending so you can make money. Hey everybody, I'm really excited to share this with you today because on Amazon, there are 3 primary fees you will want to know. The big ones. Number 1, you have the storage fees. That's what you pay to have your products stored in Amazon's warehouse. It's a monthly fee. There's also another fee. Every 6 and 12 months, Amazon takes a lot of money out of your account, and I'm going to show you exactly how to avoid that. Number 2, there is the Amazon fulfillment fee. This is what you pay Amazon every time you make a sale for them to take your product, put it in a box, ship it out, take care of customer service, as well as customer returns. That costs money. Number 3, there's a referral fee. This is the fee you pay every time you get a sale for the privilege of selling on Amazon's platform. And there's 3 other fees most people don't talk about. I will show that to you at the very end of this video. If you click below, there's what's called an Amazon FBA seller spreadsheet. I built this for myself and I'm sharing it with you to help you de-risk yourself as much as possible. It's one place so you know, man, if my product is this size, how much am I going to spend on fees? You just go to the spreadsheet, it'll show you exactly that. Or man, if I have a bundle and it's this heavy, how much is it going to cost if it's in inventory for 3 months or 6 months? You can figure all of that out with the spreadsheet. Now for our team, our warriors in our coaching program, we give them a much more advanced, deep level version of this because they're part of our coaching program. But the sheet I share with you is 100% free and it should help you a lot. What are the monthly inventory storage fees? Every month, Amazon's going to charge you for every single item that you're storing in their warehouse. It's really important you understand this because there's a very minimal fee and then there's a massive fee, which I'm going to tell you about at the end. The way it works is it's charged based on cubic feet. So how many cubic feet your products are using up in their warehouse is going to determine how much they charge you. Now, if there's ever a conflict between what you as the seller are saying the cubic feet is, because you measured it before you sent it in Amazon's warehouse, and between what Amazon says it is, Amazon always wins. So make sure if you ever see something that seems off that you call Amazon or chat them and say, hey guys, something seems off. I've seen Amazon make mistakes on this hundreds and thousands of times with multiple sellers. Make sure that they have double checked those measurements because sometimes the employee will measure it wrong and you're being overcharged. So if you send in the size and then they decide it's something different, they're going to trump that. And again, if it's off and you can tell it's off, you need to call them and make sure they fix it for you. You're charged monthly fees between the 7th and the 15th of every month. And it's always a month later. So for example, let's say you want to know what did you pay in storage fees for having your products in Amazon's warehouse in the month of May. Then in June, look at the charges on your transaction sheet between the 7th and the 15th, and that'll show you what happened in May. The fees always go up between October and December, and that is because of the season, because of people shipping in tons of products, arbitrage, private label, wholesale, all kinds of activity going on. It causes Amazon to have to charge more, so keep that in mind as well. Here's an example of the warehouse fees based on cubic feet. I'm going to show you exactly how to calculate your monthly fees for your products in Amazon's warehouse. I wish I had a blackboard around here. That would be so helpful because if I could just write on the blackboard, then I could tell you exactly, oh, this is perfect. That's awesome. Okay, here we go. So let me give you an example. Let's just say you have a product and it has to be the final size when it's shipped out. So whatever the customer's taking out of the box, like if you're selling a coffee mug and you have it in retail packaging, has to be the total size of that, not just the coffee mug itself, the outbound shipping size. So let's just pretend you have a coffee mug in a box and it ends up being 10 by 8 by 4. You doing okay, Blackboard? Awesome, okay. So 10 by 8 by 4, that's one side, that's another side, that's another side. You're gonna multiply them by each other and that equals 320 cubic inches. So this is 10 inches by 8 inches by 4 inches, multiply them, now you have the volume. Then you're going to take that volume, you're going to transfer these cubic inches into cubic feet. So I'm going to take the 320 and I'm going to divide it by 1728. 1728 is 12 by 12 by 12. So if you take 320 cubed inches and you divide it by 1728, that will transfer it to cubic feet. 320 divided by 1728, that equals 0.185. I'm going to round it up. So we're going to say 0.19. I know that 0.19 cubic feet is the volumetric size of my coffee mug in its package. So now I just need to multiply that by Amazon's rate. And their rate is 0.64 if it's a standard size product in the non-busy time. So I'm going to go 0.19 times 0.64, and that equals 0.12. So now I'm at 0.12. So I'm going to be paying 12 cents a month for each coffee mug I have in storage in Amazon's warehouse. As you can see, the storage fees are the lowest fees of the three big ones, of the fulfillment and the referral and the storage. These are very low. 12 cents is like nothing. That's very low. You still need to include it in your profits and your costs. You need to understand. So what I recommend you do is go to Amazon's revenue calculator, pull up a product that is around the same size as yours in weight, drop in your expenses, and look at what the profit is. That will show you your estimated cost. So you know ahead of time before you even source what all your expenses are. Even though that is low, it still does impact you. When you're selling 20,000 of these, just think about it for a minute. 20,000 mugs times 0.12, that's $2,400. That's a decent amount of money for 20,000 mugs. Now, there's another fee that most people don't think about, and I'm going to tell you at the end of this video what it is, and it's related to the storage fees in Amazon's warehouse. The next fee is the Amazon fulfillment fee. This is where you pay Amazon a fee every time someone buys your product. You're paying Amazon to fulfill the order for you. The Amazon fulfillment fee is based on two things. It's based on the size of your product, and it's based on the weight of your product. Now, you're going to find at the end of this video, if you click on the link below, I have what's called a breakdown of the Amazon FBA fees, and you can use that to help you understand what tier of size and weight your product falls into, so you can calculate these really fast. My goal is to make this as simple as possible. Now, for the team in our program, we offer them a super in-depth version of the same thing, where they get all the fees and the calculations and everything, because they're part of our paying members who are part of the coaching program. But this should still be helpful for you guys. So notice when you get here, under fee type, you have fulfillment fee, you have storage fee, and you also have referral fee. Those are the three main fees. Now, when you come down here to the fulfillment fee, this is the one I'm referring to, what you pay Amazon to fulfill your orders. And guys, this includes several things. It includes Amazon packing it up for you, it's in their warehouse, shipping it out to your customer, taking care of returns, and customer service. This is only relevant to FBA, as you can see. And you have two sizes. You have standard size and you have oversized. Now, if you just come over here, I made this super easy. If it's standard size, small, you can see how to decide if it fits into this category, and that is the fee you'll pay, $2.41. If it's standard size large, a pound or less, you can see what you're going to pay here, $3.19, and there's the categories this one fits into, and that includes for this one as well as for this one. And the same thing for oversize. You got small oversize, medium oversize, large oversize, and of course special oversize. A lot of people don't realize what a privilege it is to have Amazon fulfill their orders for them. When someone complains and says, man, why would Amazon take so much of my money? What they're revealing to me is they don't get it. If you ever started your own e-commerce online website and you try to get people to come to your store, it's 6 months of heavy content marketing minimum. That's if you're not doing any advertising. If you're doing advertising, you're going to spend thousands to get people to show up and look at the store. With Amazon, it's a trusted platform. People are already going there to buy. Why do people go to Amazon.com? They go there to purchase something. Rarely would someone go there for some other reason. Like Google, there could be 10,000 reasons. Research, talking to friends, social media, but when they're on Amazon, they're going to buy. So the Amazon fulfillment fee, you're paying them for the privilege of fulfilling that order for you. Here's an example. Amazon will deliver the box, the product, to your customer for you. It's amazing. And you're paying for them to do this, so you don't have to worry about it. Amazon has all sorts of ways of delivering. They use UPS, they use FedEx, they have discounted rates with them, and they also use sometimes their own carriers. It's really interesting. It's called logistics. So let's deliver this Amazon box to our happy customer. Here you go, delivery package from Amazon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day. That's what happens. Now here's a really easy way to understand what you're gonna pay. If you're to add up all of Amazon's fees, the storage fees, the fulfillment fees, and the referral fee, and you're doing FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, it's gonna be around 33% of the total sale price of your unit. Keep in mind when you sell your product on Amazon, if you do a discount, the fulfillment fees remain the same because they're not based on the sell price of the item, they're based on the size and the weight. But the referral fees change, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. What is the referral fee when you're selling on Amazon? A referral fee is the fee you pay Amazon for the privilege of selling on their platform. Let me give you an example. This is you, this is me, see the beard, and this is Bobby McGee. Now, I'm a real estate agent, and you referred Bobby to me. You said, hey, Bobby. Bobby knows you, he trusts you. Seth, I know a guy named Seth, and he can give you a great deal on a house, and he's very fast, and he'll find a great spot for you where the value goes up quickly, and your interest rates are really reasonable if your credit is decently good. And so I sell a house to Bobby. Here's the house. You can see he's very happy. And what do? I pay you a fee. I pay you like 5% or something because you referred Bobby to me. You brought me the sale. I would have had to spend time on ads or going out talking to people and doing cold calling to get Bobby to trust me. And I have to do a lot of work. You save me time because of the transfer trust. Because Bobby trusts you, it made it easy for me to get the sale. Well, in the same way, because other people trust Amazon, it makes it so much easier for you to get the sale. So you're paying that referral fee, and typically it's 15% for most categories. At the lowest, it'll be 6%. At the highest, it'll be 45%, depending on the category. Understand this is a huge privilege. Because you're selling on Amazon's trusted platform, you can get sales a lot faster. Now, I'm not against starting your own e-commerce website. In fact, you actually should. You should be focusing on your brand, your trademark, brand registry, and building up your following. This is exactly what we teach in our coaching program in depth. The way you do it is you begin to develop your own customer base from Amazon. And there are ways to do that without breaking their terms of service, and start collecting their names and emails and providing value to them and marketing to them so they begin to now follow your product because they love it. We show people exactly how to do that. Now let me show you something else. I'm going to give you an example. You guys can all guess what this is. This is what people hoped fidget spinners would sell for, but unfortunately they became like $3 items, and now people were paying Amazon just to sell them. It was ridiculous. This is a fidget spinner, and back in the good old days, I was one of the lucky people who did not invest in that. It cost $21. If it's in the correct category, it's going to usually be around 15%. This is the referral fee, 15%. You go 0.15 times 21, and that equals $3.15. That's the referral fee. You're going to pay Amazon that fee. Whether you're doing FBM or FBA, you're still going to pay that referral fee. Whether you're a professional seller or individual seller account, you're still going to pay the referral fee. That's what this is. Now, there's something else called a minimum referral fee that a lot of people are not aware of. It's this right here. Now, what is it? Well, I want you to notice this right here. You probably have no idea what this is. This is a special toothpick. Let's pretend that it came from the metal of a star because it's very special, and therefore it's super expensive. It costs $6. Now, if you were to sell that on Amazon, 15%, assuming we're in the most common categories, 15% of $6 is 90 cents. So you're only paying 90 cents referral fee for selling your special toothpick on Amazon? Well, here's what Amazon does. To make sure that referral fee doesn't get too low, they have a minimum of $1, and it's called the minimum referral fee. Makes everybody happy, and that means you have to pay $1. If the price of your item is selling for so low that the referral fee is below $1, you will have to pay the minimum $1 instead of the actual referral fee. That way Amazon makes sure they get paid enough to make it worth their time. Here's a huge question that people have. Does the referral fee price change based on a discount code or gift wrapping or shipping? Let's just say you're doing fulfilled by merchant and you're charging $2.99 for your item. So your item's selling for $10, you charge $2.99 for shipping, so now you're selling it for $12.99 total. And if you add on gift wrapping, that might even be a little more. The referral fee is based on the total price. So if you discount your $20 item to $15, even though in Seller Central, when you hover, it's still going to show the full price referral fee. What you're actually charged is what you sell it at. So a discount also discounts your referral fee. Don't be tricked by that. Next time you cringe at having to pay a referral fee, remember the advantage Amazon gives you is massive. Here's one of my favorite things about selling on Amazon. When you start on Amazon, you can ramp up really fast. That's what we teach people how to do. You can start generating income quickly. Once you get to that point where you're able to fire your boss, you're making a lot of money, you can focus on building your brand and you differentiate yourself. Now you're on e-commerce, now you're on eBay, now you're on Instagram, now you're on Shopify, and all these other platforms where you continue to generate money so you're not 100% dependent on Amazon. Now, a lot of people ask, how do I look at all my fees? If I need to actually look at them step by step, where do I go? I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Log into Seller Central. You're going to go to the Detailed Fee Explainer. So you're going to select Payments under Reports in Seller Central, then select Transaction View, and then click on any one of the amounts in the total column. See this one right here? When you click on that, now you can see all the various fees. I told you there were 3 fees that most people don't like to talk about. I'm going to share them with you now. Number 1 is what's called the long-term storage fee. Did you know that if your product, let's say you have these chalk markers. Chalk. Let's say these are sitting in Amazon's warehouse for 6 months. When you get to the 6-month marker, Amazon will charge you $11.25 per cubic feet for storing this in their warehouse. And if you get to the 12-month mark, they will charge you $22.50 per cubic feet. I'm telling you, this is a massive, massive bill, and it terrifies people. Like all of a sudden, you'll see this massive bill in your account and go, where did those thousands, in some cases, or hundreds of dollars suddenly go? It's because your product wasn't moving. You need to keep your product moving. Now, this is something we teach on our team in depth. We show you how to de-risk yourself, do all the research, make sure you understand how long that product's going to stay in inventory. If it's selling at a certain speed, you know how much inventory you need. Now, before you buy it the first time, you don't know. What you do is you study your competitors, you find out how often they're selling, and if they're selling, let's say, on average 20 times a day, then you know if you're going to be on that same first page of search results, you need enough product to sell 20 times a day for a certain number of days, not to mention giveaways for ranking, giveaways for reviews. So when you combine all of that, you need to know the number, and you also need to know your supplier well enough so that you can restock so you don't lose your BSR. This happens to so many people around the holidays, it's not even funny. So understand the long-term storage fees. The next fee is what's called the refund administration fee. This one's almost kind of silly. What it means is when Amazon conducts a refund for your customer because they returned the product, you should get your referral fee back, right? Kind of. You get it back minus 20%. Let's just say you were selling a product for $25 and the referral fee on that is going to be $3.75 because that's 15% of this. When Amazon refunds the customer the $25, you want your $3.75 back, don't you? Well, you're only going to get $3 back because 20% of that is 75 cents. You want to be careful with that because when you are selling 20,000 items, you're talking about $15,000 of those 75-cent funds taken out, not received back. So make sure you de-risk yourself with a product that isn't breaking, that people like, that does not have a high rate of return. This can bleed you to death if you're not careful. And that's why in our coaching, we teach you how to differentiate yourself and how to find products that are trustworthy so you can avoid this kind of hassle. The last one I want to share with you is called the variable closing fee. If you're selling any media items, you're going to spend $1.80 for every sale of a media item like a CD or DVD or something to do with media. So just keep that in mind. I know some of you guys are doing millions selling media items. $1.80 is a lot of money, so make sure you know your profits. The way you make money on Amazon is you know how much you're spending, not just how much you're making, because it's the difference between those two that is the profit. What good is it to do $3-4 million a month if you're not profitable? And that is very important. Click on the link below. It is an Amazon seller spreadsheet to simplify your life, to make it really easy to understand the fees. And for those of you guys who are on our team, you get the full advanced, in-depth, detailed version of this. You guys have an awesome day and keep going.